Hello there, this is Heather and I'm here with my third December daily video. This is going to be day 20 to the end of the album. If you haven't seen the first two videos, I will link them in the description down below. But I'm just gonna get right into it so that you don't have to listen to me blab too much. So this is day 20. I used a journal card from the Christmas Comfort collection. I stamped this little present from the collection stamp set, used some of the burlap paper from the collection, and this day was all about these awesome ladies who helped us come package some of our Wild Whisper paper. So they were truly lifesavers, and I talked about that in the journaling. Here we have day 21, where I was working on these gifts. So I did some lettering for my niece and nephew, and then I made my nephew a frame. His name is Easton, so I cut up Easton hockey sticks and made a frame. And then Ariella's, my niece, is in a nice pretty frame as well. So I gave those to them for Christmas, and so I just talked about making them here. So that was day 21. Day 22 here is a sushi day, and this is a little flip up. I added the journaling. I stamped this from the stamp set, and this is my sister-in-law and I again having sushi. And I lettered, actually I stamped this with the script, the brush letter stamps from Wild Whisper. I stamped them and they join like that to make it look like it's a continuous word, and then I just fussy cut it out and inked the edges, and then added this down here, stamped these numbers from the capital letter stamp set. That's how I did all my numbers. Some of them are embossed, some are just stamped. And yeah, this is our sushi spread. On day, I think this is day 23, yeah, I put it in an envelope, and I have this. So here's a picture of the presents all wrapped under the tree. On the back, I used one of the cut apart pieces and journaled about how I wrapped presents that day. And then this 4x6 photo fits just so in there. You have to wiggle it a bit to get it back in. And then on the back is more presents just laid out that I wrapped and added tags and stuff. I really like that. My wrapping paper this year I loved. I had some really cute paper. This is a little handout from our Christmas Eve service that we went to at Center Street Church in Calgary. And I just added that, added a little stitching. And so this is Christmas Eve. I love this stamp. This is from Stampendous, and I've been using it a lot this year. And then the 24. This is a picture of some of the family downtown. We went to hand out care packages, which in my journaling I said was a new tradition that we're going to be doing every year. And then we went to church service and to Grandma and Grandpa's for dinner that night. So that's our very normal Christmas Eve day, I guess. That's what we do every year, apart from the new tradition. So yeah, that was really fun. And then we're on to Christmas Day, which is a bit bigger, understandably, because I have lots of photos. But I love this. It's a wood veneer, and I stamped the number on paper, embossed it, cut it out, and just glued it on top. This is a piece fussy cut from the cut apart from the Christmas Comfort collection, and then a couple die cuts from the collection as well. There's our sweet pup Pippin, enjoying her new Christmas gift, which was a bone. So she barely looked up to have her picture taken. She's just very in love with her bone. Here she is opening one of her gifts, which is a new toy we got her. So I thought that was really cute, and I added this die-cut bow from the collection. This paper's from the collection. This is on a glassine bag, so I just covered the back here with paper from the collection, and then you can kind of see the plaid pattern through to the other side, which I really like. And here's a couple pictures of the kids opening their gifts. So there's the frames that we gave them, and there's little Easton opening one of his presents. They are so adorable, and it's always fun to watch them open their gifts. I just included this tag because I got an ugly Christmas sweater this year, and this came on it, and I really like the tag. And I'm wearing the sweater this Christmas Day. And I made this little mini book, I guess, to go in there as well. And just used some paper for the pages, but I stamped and used die cuts and journaled in there. The kids were talking on the phone to their grandparents in Arizona, so that was really cute, and just did some journaling for the day. Then for this side, I've got this adorable picture of my niece and my husband playing floor hockey with mini sticks, and they're wearing helmets because she had such a rough day of bonking her head everywhere, so no one tried to stop her when she suggested wearing a helmet would be a good idea, which brings me back to memories of my brother growing up. He was a klutz. I journaled there, and then this is a little shaker window with some stamped Wish in a Bottle. So that's a stamp from last year's Christmas set, and they just shake around in there. This border strip goes through both sides of it and onto this side, which I thought was kind of neat. And at the time I had run out of thread for my sewing machine, so I actually hand stitched this part. So the stitches are probably a lot bigger than they should be, and the glitter can get through. As you can see, it's in here, but that doesn't really bother me. It's mostly staying where it should be. This is Boxing Day, and we drove out on icy, snowy roads to my parents' house. We alternate years which one we spend Christmas Day with, and then spend Boxing Day with the other family, which is really nice. And then here is some journaling of that day, myself, and a candid photo that my husband took. There's me in my ugly Christmas sweater, you can kind of see it. Yes, I wore it for Christmas Day and for Boxing Day because I'm not going to get to wear it very often. On the 27th, I documented the presents we got. I titled this So Much Wow, just because we're always, I guess, amazed at how generous our families and friends can be. So I arrange my presents and then my husband's presents, and it's a really good way to remember everything we got from everyone. And I kind of explain that in the journaling, that it's just a nice way to remember their generosity. Throughout the month as well, you saw that I like to document what I'm giving to people as well. So it's just a nice way to do both. Here I made this little pocket insert, and this is actually a napkin that I bought with the birch pattern on it, and so I peeled the napkin apart and then glued it onto cardstock and then sewed it into this pocket, so there's machine stitching along there. Here there is another one of those adorable dog stickers, which I love, and then in the pocket is day 28, so I went for tea with a couple friends at Starbucks and documented that. And then I just love this, which you can read if you like. I think it's really funny and very accurate for myself, at least. So that's day 28. And then on the back is some of the frost that was on the trees outside, which is just so beautiful. I took that in the evening, so that's the lamp post behind it, and I just love that. This is a card that Susie gave to me, and it's so accurate for her, and I just love it. It's so dimensional and pretty. These are like little beads on here, and she wrote me a nice note in there, but the inside says, "You are the sprinkles on all my treats," which is just too cute. And she's obsessed with sprinkles, so it's super accurate. This is the day, the 29th, that we went to Banff, Susie and Andrew and I, Andrew my husband, to do a video and photo shoot. So we're driving out there. This is from Banff Ave Brewing Co., the restaurant and brewery we went to afterwards, so I just stuck the coaster in there. And then this, I cut out a picture of the food I had. It was gnocchi with mushrooms, so good. And I took a picture of the plate and cut it out in a circle and stuck it in. And then here is us skating on the lake in the Banff area. That's Two Jack Lake. There's the beer that I had, and this is a wolf that we saw. The wolf, it's very rare to see wolves, and I didn't get a great picture, but the wolf is eating a deer carcass that was in the ditch, so I journaled about that and how amazing it was, and so I had to use our Wild Whisper wolf stamp on there. And then the gray that you can see stamped on this craft paper is the Tim Holtz large Christmas bouquet thing, the stamp. I have it right here. What is it called? Oh, Glorious Gatherings. I love this, and I used it a couple places, so that was really fun. I like that it's so subtle on there in that gray oxide ink. And then I love this. This might be my favorite thing of these, is these skate charms just dangling there. I stapled them on. Getting near the end, so the 30th, I have a picture of my two little cousins' kids and journaled in there. And then I have this envelope, which is one of the envelopes from the set of note cards and stuff and stickers. And I put our design team on there because we announced our design team, I think it was January 1st, but I put it on here for the 31st. So whatever works. And just did some stitching on there, and then the flap opens and I've got the journaling there, and inside is my parents-in-law and my hubby and I at a restaurant on the 31st. That's the back side of the card. And on there, so on the journaling on there, I talk about everything we did on New Year's Eve. So I was with Susie doing some more filming and scrapbooking for our video that's coming out, and this is my brother and his girlfriend Ashley. I wasn't with them, but I loved that picture and wanted to include it. And then I stamped these little antlers from last year's set, and here is another one of those snow globe. I made it into a little snow globe shaker with glassine bag and the sticker, and then it's like a shaker in a shaker because there's also these elements and glitter that move around in there. And then finally, it's the last page, a picture of me with a Snapchat filter saying 2019, Happy New Year. I just lettered that and cut it out, and I've got a tree on this side and just a little bow card from the collection. So that is my December daily. It's a fat one, as you can see. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to see the rest, definitely check out the other videos. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful time.